afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, ImperialDane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of the Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 versus 1 on La Glaze. Between in the south, we got here DarkFürst fighting for the Soviet Union, for the 3rd Guards Mechanized Corps, versus in the north, we got here ImperialDane fighting for the Panzergrenadier Division Feldherrn Halle. We got him each choice by the shock rifle frontline tactics for DarkFürst, infantry bullets rim all the way. We got breakthrough, Luftwaffe ground forces and Firestorm with infantry with the mixed up with some Sturm Pioneers and orbital dart and balloons there for ImperialDane. Well, me, that is. Kubelwagen following up pretty rapidly. Sturm Pioneers heading towards the centre. Kubelwagen will sort of take a broader path and secure the territories on the centre and flank there. Got conscript arming here for DarkFürst. He'll probably go there for some early maxims to support his infantry. Usually what you get with that kind of support when companies start. Engineers seem to be heading sort of centrewards. So what actually heading westwards first then? Hard to say. Either way, he's going hard east there with the conscripts. Sturm Pioneers grabbing territory there. Kubelwagen here. Volksgrenadier is following up here to help grab territory for Das Vaterland. So far, so quiet. Important they're secured. Conscripts moving ahead towards the east. Sturm Pioneers heading towards the centre. Kubelwagen moving downwards, going for the point here. He's going for the eastern victory point, going for the centre. Volksgrenadiers moving up there. Additional Sturm Pioneers on the way here with more Sturmgewehrs. The closer quarters, Max is moving up. Bit of barbed wire here to prevent the enemy from holding the point while actually utilising heavy cover. Volksgrenadiers heading westwards, almost got the victory point there. Kubelwagen moving about. Should soon spot the conscripts and then react to that. He's already going straight here for hoping to harass my fuel point by the looks of it. But right here, the Kubelwagen forces him to be a bit more careful about it. Max moving in there. Sturm Pioneers quickly moving onwards here, reacting to the conscript threat here in the east. Kubelwagen trying to be careful, a bit worried he might already be something rushing anti-tank grenades, in which case cause my Kubelwagen will end up in a lot of trouble. But so far, no sign like that. We got more conscripts there for DarkFürst, and there you go, catching them right way over the church. Quickly sending the conscripts there running with a few good volleys from the assault rifles. Max will continue to cover the centre while the Volksgrenadiers will move westwards. We got additional Sturm Pioneers there arriving. Quickly fixing up the Kubelwagen's light damage. Still driving to eastern victory point. Maximum going for the centre victory point. DarkFürst leading onwards for the motherland, and we got some early mines here around the fuel point there. Not a bad position. Conscripts moving out. Kubelwagen repaired. Sturm Pioneers moving towards the centre. Other Sturm Pioneers moving in as well. Going to try and attack from several points, since I'd rather have Figure now. He's got something around there, and so attacking from several points is going to make it a bit easier for him to fully utilise it, plus make it harder for him to pin me down. Volksgrenadiers engaging engineers by the western victory point. Moving up here, comes like the building. Sturm Pioneers moving up. We've got Sturm Pioneers moving in for the north, Kubelwagen moving for the south. Taking up position there. Hiding up here behind some debris, and then going to sponsor this. I'll basically go for Firestorm and begin a quick flamming there. First we've got a push here for the cut-off point there behind his lines. He's trying to cut him off there, harass him a bit. In this case, he's not going to enter tank grenade still, allowing my Kubelwagen here to hastily and swiftly escape. Jump on there, drawing fire. He's at the same time moving conscripts towards the east. We've got a truck out here, need to set up something there. Mechanised regiment is the plan. While the bad group headquarters is nice, it doesn't really offer much in units. I find that's really useful, perhaps, except for that infantry gun, the flank half track. While theoretically nice, it's just too cumbersome for what you pay for it, which is close to what you pay for looks, but you don't really get the same sort of utility out of it. It's right there, maximum percent running with the power of the Flammenwerfer. Getting progress in the west, Kubelwagen moving in there, and that's probably going to hit straight into the mine there with some luck. No, instead reacting to what's going on here, trying to assist here around the centre. Meanwhile, he's just continuing to grab territory. He's interested enough not using the conscript to assist anyway. He's just harassing, grabbing territory. Meanwhile, Kubelwagen folks Sturm Pioneers flank in here, surrounding the conscript there by the munitions point, causing heavy casualties there for DarkFürst. Could in fact risk a loss there. The entire conscript squad maximum pulling back as well. Low on health, low numbers. And could we get a wipe? Could we get a wipe? There we go. Yuri stumbles and dies. Mechanized regiment going up there. And we got a fuel cache up here very early, but in this case actually cancels it. As the Kubelwagen gets close, perhaps he doesn't want disruption, of course, perhaps doesn't want to give it away to me right away. And Kubelwagen straight into the mine. So that paid off there for DarkFürst nicely, though it won't quite make up for the loss of a conscript squad. Troops engaged by the Sturmpioniere, sneaking about there. Forces trying to get the point here, but ultimately being overwhelmed by Russian firepower. We're seeing here the DarkFürst is bringing up additional maxims. Quick incendiary grenade here to push back the engineers for at least a bit. Going for the point there, and we've got more Volkskreuzer here arriving to make up for the loss of the Kugelwagen. Just add some more infantry for the time being. Might be an idea to add in some more Sturmpioneers, perhaps like Kettenwerfer, just in case DarkFürst rushes out for something. Counters here in a bit of trouble, and so the Sturmpioneers, both are low on health. Veterans one there for the Sturmpioneers, there we go. Counters run off. Down to 2 men. Petrov and Mikhail make a run for it. Meanwhile, DarkFürst pushing for the center here with the Maxims and whatnot. Mechanized Riflemen still waiting about, troops reinforcing. Getting ready to counterattack for Deutschland. Almost got the point there. Volksgrenadiere moving towards the center. Maxim holding up there. Looks like, in fact, I could consider, of course, be attacking for several points here. There we go, with the Maxim now revealed. I'll probably try and attack in from the north here. Strike in towards the Maxim from that angle. Hit from several points, which you won't be expecting. At the same time, getting more Flammenwerfers. We got the first unit here from DarkFürst, the first Doctrine usage from him, which is the Shock Troopers. But not exactly a shocking development, to be honest. In particular, on a map like this, Shock Troopers do have quite a bit of usage. Fox is moving from one side here. Mine's going down with that quickly disrupted. Punching up there, there's the Volksgrenadiers. No Molotov. Oh, he does actually have a Molotov. There you go. Sturmpanzer moving up here and getting the Maxim. Getting closer using the terrain. And there we go. Pushing out of the corner cafe and out into the open. Sturmpanzer there arriving. Engineers push back as well there. DarkFürst caught a bit off guard. We've got the shock troops moving towards the centre. Plenty of resources there being floated. I'm a bit too concerned about what's going on the battlefield, forgetting about my resources and bringing out more units. Bit of a mistake there by me, to be honest. I could already now have a looks out. Could have had it out some time ago, actually. So that's a bit of a blunder there. Shock troops moving in against the Sturmpanzer. There you go. That's a misclick, by the way. I wasn't intending to get the Puma. I was actually intending to get the Lux. No reason to get the Puma right now. So Lux on the way there, but still I got plenty of manpower floating around there. More Sturmpioneers, so I'm worried about vehicles for Kettenwerfers. But there you go, a Kettenwerfer just in case DarkFürst could be rushing for a tank-to-tank command and rushing out something from there, which he does have the resources for, by the way. He could rush out a half-track about now. But so far isn't. Shock trooper there, quickly moving ahead. He's quickly trying to push me off the field here with his shock troopers. Meanwhile, troops reinforcing, getting ready. Sturmpioneer setting out, looks almost done. And there goes shock troops straight for the Volksgrenadiers, sending them running with the maximum support moving in from the south as well, with more infantry in there. The Soviet army is on the assault here, losing ground left and right, but there we go. Lux Aufklärungspanzer arrives. Push back to Kommunisten with its Autocannon. And there you go, the Kettenwerfer arrives as well, just in case he gets out some kind of light vehicle. Shock troops there versus the Sturmpioniere. And at the same time, he does have the tank-to-tank command going up there in the base. Sturmpanzer being suppressed, troops here being suppressed as well. Both of my pushes there being halted, but there you go. Lux moves in, catches the shock troopers and the Maxim out in the open. Comes there, could be the next target. I'm moving up there. I think there's about 60 or 80 examples made of this. Similarly, 60 or 80 examples were made of the Aufklärungspanzer 83T, which was based on the Panzer 38T, which is the same tank which the Hetzer was based on, by the way. Fun fact there. Lux pulling back, you're going to deal with the consequences for my fuel. Good job there by DarkFürst. But I am not the one to be that easily dissuaded. Troops reinforcing here. Does he have the anti-tank grenades? No, still not at all. Which allows my Lux here to easily pursue his conscripts without having to worry about any anti-tank grenades. Not doing a lot of damage, still any kills, but still he gets away easily and still has managed to cut off my fuel. The Kettenwerfer sitting up here to cover at least one area. Volkskreuzer moving up, Sturmpioneers again. They're trying to sort of attack from another angle, ensuring I don't just get stopped by a single Maxim burst. Flamethrower duel there. Sturmpioneers at a disadvantage since inside the houses thus suffer the bigger penalties from flamethrowers compared to the Sturm engineers who do suffer a bit there in heavy cover, but not quite as much there from as units inside buildings. Little detail there, still flooding manpower. More Sturmpioneers would be a good idea. And instead getting another Kettenwerfer though again. Always mindful about those enemy light vehicles. And DarkFürst is close to be able to get there. He's almost got the fuel and certainly won't be off far then with the manpower. Quickly laying down a mine here to check the eastern fuel point. Maxim guarding here. Playing a bit more cautiously with my Lux for the time being. Not sure if he's got field guns or anything like that, so I don't want to say run in to enter tank grenade and then lose my Lux to say a field gun following up on that. But there you go, sorting to the centre, losing him up to support, using the infidel spot, ensuring he can't just creep out on a field gun easily. Comes there taking heavy damage from the Sturmpioneers and the Lux. punishing fire there from Feldwebel Jürgen, but sadly the entire unit there gets wiped in a matter of moments. Should have pulled them back there. I didn't, and lost them. Replacing them quickly though, but still a Flammenwerfer drop there, which my Volk's going to do is can utilise against the communists. And there we go. DarkFürst getting his T-70 light tank. Looks moving ahead. Volks are being suppressed quite savagely by the Maxim in the nearby house. And Figo there hanging about. Maxim still remaining there, ever intent on guarding the western areas. With Sturmpanzer now being dispatched, they're getting minesweepers as well. Don't want to run into any nasty mines, though so far he's only, I think, mined. Well, that's the only mine so far, I think, actually. But there you go, basically shooting holes in the water to be able to cover the centre. The town square with his field gun, not having to expose it in a very awkward position, so well done there by DarkFürst. Not a lot of players would actually think about doing that, unless you hit the higher levels. So that's certainly a nice trick you can learn from players like DarkFürst. Contra there being pushed back, Fult's moving ahead. Shocked still waiting there, he's not quite prepared to make sort of the full assault there, but there we go. Fult's doing what they can, field gun moving ahead, they need to flank it somehow. Fult's moving in fact going to hit from the rear at least attempt to. Fult's being pushed back, simply too much firepower there from the Russians. At the same time we've got troops moving about there in the east, and in the west Sturmpanzer is basically holding up. T-70 moving in, revealing that. A few hits there from the looks on the T-70 Kedmap, fires away other Kedmap being pushed back. Sturmpanzer is marching forwards. Für das Vaterland. Flamethrowers the way for them. Nasty hitting in the looks, almost knocking it out already. Pretty rough there. And lost the Fult's gun of their squad. A nasty engagement here, which did not work out too well there for me. And now DarkFürst is further supplementing his forces now with a mortar to further bombard and hammer away at me, making it harder for me to actually defend. Sturmpanzer preparing to move in, perhaps flank. Got a few options there, keeping the minesweepers at least initially, so don't run into mines. T-70 moving up here. Right into the Raketenwerfer there, which you should know is there. Though it is rather slow and they're getting off. There we go. Bit slow there. He might actually move up a bit too far. And T-70 went down there. DarkFürst pushes a bit too much there with the T-70 versus the Raketenwerfer inside the house. Sturmpanzer swinging forwards. And there goes Shock Troops falling back in the face of these mighty German Soldaten. Field gun also trying to take it away. Sturmpanzer trying to hunt it down. And it once more going for the fuel point there, but having taken losses from the mine there, could be swiftly pushed off, but still he will be able to grab the fuel point. Field gun being hunted down there by the Sturmpioneers. And gets away. In the meanwhile, Contra there pushed back. Raketenwerfer moving ahead. Going to grab some territory with that as well. Trying to push as much there, and we go. Luke's moving in. Sturmpanzer being caught here by the Maxim, but the Maxim is itself in an awkward position. Luke's moving up, firing away there with the 2 cm autocannon. Up close and personal, but hitting retreat there. The damage output all of a sudden drops quite a little bit there on the Maxim, allowing it to actually escape. And field gun opening up there, pretty much ensuring its survival. And forcing me to pull back my looks again from foot pairs. Got plenty of resources there, should consider spending it perhaps on additional infantry, not a bad idea at all. Or perhaps taking up now and trying to go for the Schwerpanzer quarters. Quick got some medical supplies down there. I know some players like to go for battle group headquarters, but overall I try to maintain tempo, momentum, and not so trying to hang about in the lower tiers for too long. I can always backtake if I have to, but you can't quite as easily sort of maintain momentum, which is why I'm going to go straight for the Schwerpanzer quarters. Also getting additional Sturmpioneers, adding some more infantry here of the heavier kind. And again, on a map like La Glace, I mean the Sturmpioneers will do quite well, in particular with some flamethrowers. I mean the only thing they really struggle with is basically the shock troopers, and pretty much everything struggles with shock troopers, in particular as they gain more veterancy. Incendiary barrels here, which further cements it in for me, at least what I'm dealing with, which is shock rifle. I mean, it wasn't clear to me before, with the shock troopers, which some doctrines do have, but I can't quite remember what he had there. I mean, the incendiary artillery barrage pretty much just nails it in, which of course also then further dictates what I'm doing, what I'm thinking about down the lane there. Is he going for it now? Is he going for it now? What should I expect? I mean, I know he's gone for two T-70s, so I know it should probably be a bit delayed, but still, always something to worry about. And in this case, we realise, oh hey, his support weapons are exposed, so rushing forward much Sturmpioneers, trying to get in some damage there, push them back, perhaps even wipe them and steal them. Also, a missed opportunity by me for me to actually salvage the T-70 wreck with a bit of fuel and munitions. That's definitely a mistake there. Conscious Maximum getting the Sturmpioneers rapidly fall back. Also noting here, he's actually pulled back his Maximum quite far away here, leaving the victory point in the missions exposed. But just to defend his fuel point, which does say something there about DarkFürst's priorities. He's now really focused on the fuel. pushing up the constant on the eastern flank. Raketenwerfer folks can hang about there. Looks base sort of moving to do anything. Truck moving in there. Schwerer Wehrmacht-Schlepper. Grabbing the centre. Victory points wise. He's got a small lead for the time being. Got Max moving ahead then towards the centre. Front there being halted by the Volksgrenadiers and the Lux. He's moving up, setting up the Maxim there. Right there's the two Sturmpanzer squads, including one with a flamethrower, except they can't seem to move about properly, which is a bit awkward, but there you go. T-70 to the rescue, but at the same time got a Raketenwerfer up here, quickly forcing the T-70 back. Almost got the Maxim there, almost wiped it. T-70 moving ahead, Shock moving ahead, Lux firing away there, bit of cover there, but still not taking a lot of damage, rushing straight into it. There we go, some casualties. Raketenwerfer forced to incendiary barrel. Shock troops looks like they're wiping the Raketenwerfer. Veterans one on the Lux. At the same time, Maxim though has died out there. Small victory for Deutschland. Raketenwerfer being pushed back. T-70 moving forwards. Sturmpanzer moving into flank from the other side. And there you go, Raketenwerfer comes up. He seems to have forgotten about the Raketenwerfer inside the house, what he did to him last time. You could at least try and use self-repair, but there you go. T-70 knocked out. That is the second T-70 knocked out by the Raketenwerfer in the house. In the house. Field gun there, quickly moving back, realising the assault here has failed, and assault in the destruction of another light tank. Schwerpanzer quarters going up here, and we can begin adding in some heavy infantry, some Obersoldaten, to sort of really threaten DarkFürst and his infantry. He's also got a fuel cache up there, certainly further preparing some fuel for the tanks. And there we go, Obersoldaten, hardened veterans of the Feldherrnhalle. Sturmpioneers creeping about there. Two contact squads standing there around the point. Perhaps DarkFürst is waiting for something before moving on. In this case, though, not quite as much. Then quickly pulling back the Sturmpioneers just a bit. Meanwhile, further pushing towards the east to grab territory there, and the same time moving in westwards. And Sturmpioneers here quickly outnumbered and outgunned, fall back. Obersoldaten almost done. Lux setting out. In a position where it can react to things rapidly here on the eastern side, of course on the west not so much. Field gun, mortar, shock troops move towards the east there. Constantly hanging about there.
Unit ready.
Veteran on those shock troops, by the way. And while I do focus on having access to the Flammheads right now, that is not my immediate priority. I'll just want to get some armour first before I even consider it. And the Lux doesn't quite count as that. Engineers in a lot of trouble there. Also are the Sturmpioneers, a bit close there between the two. But end up, in this case, I decide not to push it. Sturmpioneers are a lot bloody harder to replace than Engineers. So if he pulls off some kind of trick there, I'm going to be the one punished there. But there you go, Lux rushing back into the things there, and he's getting some Esches and the Sixes, some assault guns. Obersoldaten standing about, ready to fight for Deutschland. And there we go, LMG 34. Flanking in here, going for the cutoff points, sneaking up right behind him. And meanwhile, troops being pushed back there. We've got a full retreat here. Forces are taking hits, moving onwards, straight for here, hoping to cut him off completely from his resources, though of course not realising he's got a fuel cache on the point. Shock troops moving in, field gun moving in. Lux moving in to support as well, there we go, shock troops moving in. KV8's available, he doesn't have the resources, he's going for the HM6, he wants some to help deal with my Lux probably, and other armour bits there. Much more succinctly, the shock troops they're getting absolutely wrecked, and there go Lux under fire there from the field gun, forcing that back almost for 72. Folks moving ahead there across the road. Taking fire there from the SU-6M. The M standing for modernised. Lux pulling back there towards for more repairs, and that turns the mechanised friendly also just helps you because you just need to move your vehicle somewhere near it and it'll get repaired. That minimises the amount of management you have to bother with that, meaning that's actually quite handy. You just have to be paying attention to when it's fully repaired, and so you can quickly get it moving again. Volkswagen engineers moving up, fuel cache taking damage, cover wrecked, and ultimately the Volkswagen push back, but getting the victory point here, and overall getting a bit of a lead over DarkFürst. Raketenwerfer covering there, overall creating an anti-tank zone here. Troops healing, we got more, I think, medical supplies down there. Obersoldaten forced to fall a bit back, still dealing with the cannon versus the Kommunisten. This is the LMG 34, cutting down those Russen. Artillery fire they're raining down on them. The Panzergrenadier Division Feldherrnhalle would probably be expanded into a full Panzer Corps with 2 Panzergrenadier divisions and some other elements. And that was despite having been largely almost wiped out there during the siege of Budapest, with only few men making out of it alive. Panzer IV on the way there, plus more Obersoldaten. more heavy infantry. Sort of challenge the Russians, certainly that way, gain something that could perhaps, put a bit of a scare into the shock troopers. Sturmpanzer running there to ambush anyone conscious hanging about here, spotting it. Assault gun hanging about, Sturmpanzer heading westwards. Mines down there, not bad, on the road. Looks moving in, very close, 22 Panzer almost done. Panzer come back here. Conscripts out in the open, taking quite a beating. Right here, Sturmpanzer being halted by the Maxim. Not too good. Volkers moving out for Das Vaterland with the Panzerschreck and a Flammenwerfer. Looks moving about, they're going to support in the west. And we also got a Panzer IV here, which will do similarly, adding a pin-pump machine gun. He's got a lot of sort of things here, so quickly striking here can do a lot of damage. He's also laying down a large minefield again. We can see how DarkFürst, in the same sense, how I'm doing the Raketenwerfer, he's essentially trying to do the mines here, instead of carrying himself up. Max in there, taking a lot of damage. Could we see a wipe? Could we see a wipe? Yes! Annihilated. Constance moving up there, assault gun hanging back, field gun moving up though. Seems like he's doing a bit of move. Shock moving in there, so the punch into the orbital garden. And straight through it all, taking minimal damage in the process. Constance head versus Volks Grenadiers. Panzer moving back, assault gun, field gun sort of can't quite decide on what to do, and moving towards the centre here with the looks to open up with the shock troopers. Heavy fighting, a bit across the front here. The Volks doing what they can, just holding out until they get some armour support themselves. Shock troopers sent running there. And another assault gun here for DarkFürst reacting to what he sees confront him. If he's got any plans for the plane for an IS-2, they're certainly being delayed here by the sort of amount of pressure just putting on him, ensuring he can't just sit back and relax. Of course, if he does, I will relentlessly punish him with my panzers and my infantry. So in that sense, just going for what I'm going for currently is putting up a lot of pressure on DarkFürst, and certainly putting away any plans for getting straight for an IS-2 up for some time. Morbus moving in there. That's 2 squads with LMG-34s. He grabbed the Maxim though, a bit unfortunate. Probably should have salvaged it right away, or grabbed it. Linking near straight to the Panther 4, Panzerschreck, they're hitting the that's actually Kedman with the 6, damaging quite a bit there, leaving I think actually an opening for me to push forwards if I dared, but I don't. Also I'm waiting there. And yeah, I think there's a mine right there, right next to the tank, set up so that I use it. The orbits are bunched up. This could end up poorly. Very poorly. And there we go, trying to shift over and wipe. That's 400 manpower and 60 munitions wiped out by 30 munitions. The power of mines. Do not underestimate it. So again, very well done there by DarkFürst. Obviously not quite what I would have answered right there in the very moment. Morbus on the way, let's replace them, keeping up those infantry losses. Keeping them down. Field gun hanging about there, trying to push into the centre, maximum of fire.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Mortar raining down as well, then the German infantry got the field gun there firing away. SU-6, Shock was flanking in now. Got the Panzer IV arriving, the Panzerkampfwagen 4. He's not repairing his SU-6 actually. And there goes Shock taking quite a bit of fire there from a lot of sources. Orbital Garden, Lux, Panzerkampfwagen 4, Lux moving in here to the side, got the M6 moving in. Mortar crew taking a few hits there. And there goes he's going straight for it. Panther 5 from the field gun. Other Engine 6 moving up despite being heavily damaged. He's probably feeling a bit confident he can do some good damage. Panther 4 in bad situation. There we go, trying to make a full turn there on the spot. Dangerous, but looks like Lieutenant Werner managed to pull back there. Reinforcing and so on, more sort of arriving. So got the eastern side of the map there, but certainly a lot of back forth here of the centre and a bit on the western side. Seems like DarkFürst for the time being has given up on sort of making any breakthroughs in these for the time being, having lost quite a bit of tanks there to the Wehrmacht. Upsilon moving up, engaging the conscripts, almost got the light machine gun. Sergei is quickly cut down there by Dieter's accurate marksmanship. There you go, the rest are sent running. In the centre, Senegades flamethrower goes to the Maxim, hoping to perhaps wipe it in a sort of burst of fire and death, but once more the Maxim just gets away. The sheer amount of health it has really makes it difficult to just wipe. You need a lot of firepower to do so. Still finally getting to repairing the Engine 6. Oh, it's actually time for the mid-game. I was actually a bit late there. My apologies in terms of damage. DarkFürst ahead, kills-wise, I'm ahead. So bit back and forth in terms of army value. I am leading ahead. I'm perhaps quite struggling a bit there sometimes to get it fully through. In terms of points held, again, you know, a bit close here, but I'm sort of showing a bit of dominance in there in the later game. Victory points wise, I also managed to step up there from the earlier parts of the game, where, you know, I was a bit behind there. DarkFürst. Currently in DarkFürst, he's got 2 assault guns, which means he can punish my armour quite severely if utilised properly, and certainly don't quite have the armour to sort of quickly knock it out. I only got 1 Panzer IV, which can be singled out, even with the look supporting. That's going to be a bit tricky. I'm going to need at least 1 more Panzer IV if I tried, and certainly I have the resources almost for it. I just need some manpower, which is about waiting close to a minute, maybe a bit more, then can sort of rush them with 2 tanks. In which case, flanking in from here I think would be the best. No mines, open territory, and he's so focused on the west and the centre that an armoured assault from the flank is probably going to sort of, you know, catch him completely off guard. I mean, I've already sort of struck in here from several times, you know, and there's been little resistance, so full panzer assault with some infantry support from the north could work out quite well there against DarkFürst. So those are some things there for me to consider. Although, of course, I need to be worried there about an IS-2 coming down the road. Again, he's gone for 206, so again, a part of me knows it's going to come, but it's not going to come that fast either. He's actually going for a lot of light vehicles again in response to what I've sort of put out on the field. So I'm sort of dictating the pace a bit there, and of course that also means I can sort of keep things up a bit there. Another academy for some mines there would be good, but let's just keep more pressure and try to hit his fuel point, deny him as much fuel as possible. Of course, also knowing there's a fuel cache, knocking that out would be pretty good. For DarkFürst, if you know, if he really wants probably that ice, in which case you should actually consider some more fuel caches. The more fuel DarkFürst can assemble, the better. Otherwise, more mines, and of course consider mining here. Again, he's seen me going through here, and it shouldn't be that completely impossible to imagine. Then I might do so with tanks and then try and knock out his SU-76s. So you really should consider mining his eastern flank rather than just here, which I mean is nice, but you know, that's not where all the fighting is taking place, now is it? In fact, that's the only part he's really mining. The rest of the map apparently just sort of, it doesn't quite exist in terms of mines in his head. So that's a bit of worry there. He could also consider either adding in another field gun or another mortar. Both could work out well as well, so to get more firepower that way. Also, a bit more infantry might be an idea there. He's actually a bit behind there. Got 2 orbital darts from Sturm Pass. I mean, he's holding it back somewhat, but you know, at some point he's really going to get into trouble if he's not careful. So let's return to the fight and see what actually happens. Mortar there doing good damage for the Soviet Union, constantly holding up there. John Pioneer is also getting ready with minesweepers too. Panzer IV being repaired, Luke's also being repaired. Pushing up the east there. SU-6 is waiting for the target to strike down for the motherland. Mortar's done alright there, Vetchency too. Preparing for another assault using the building there. Sturmpanzer moving up with a lot of Flammenwerfers. Getting the shock trooper, again we're getting caught again. And getting wiped again by the shock troopers again. So we've got Lukes on the moves. 2 shock Sturmpanzer squads there versus shock troopers do some damage, but ultimately the shock troopers still managed to push these back one Sturmpanzer squad. Still mining down there, so finally getting up some more mines. Push towards the west of the minesweepers. Obersoldaten, 2 squads there. Conscripts running through negative cover against 2 Obersoldaten squads. And Sturm Pioneers, veterans E2 with Flammenwerfers. A lot of damage being done to the conscripts. We could see a wipe there. Almost. We also got incendiary barriers there around the centre, pushing back the Sturm Pioneers. Panzer IV moving in. And there you go, conscripts annihilated. That's another blow there to DarkFürst forces. Maxim flying away, they're pushing back the Sturm Pioneers. Panzer IV setting up another Panzer IV on the way there for Deutschland. And already slowly preparing here for this sort of eastern armoured assault there against DarkFürst. He's pushing his 6 towards the centre to ward off any armoured counterattacks. But that only makes it a bit easier for me to actually pull off an armoured flank. Sturmers are clearing out the mountain unspotted. Trying to use the Austrian there to deal with it so I don't get too close to get hit by a mortar, but for some reason it's very, very slow work. Very slow work. And with other troops bringing in there, there might be some problems. Niemark guarding the eastern point here. Conscript pushed away by the Panzer IV. Second Panzer IV almost done. He's not really reacting with the SN6s to the presence of the Panzer IV on the eastern flank, but oh, never mind. Bit there. But then quickly pulls back. Going for the fuel point, pushing back the engineers. Obersoldaten waiting there. Obersoldaten covering from here as well. Could further move them up here to cover the area a bit better. There you go, Max moving out. Quickly suffering loss there of Boris. And there you go, attacking the centre. Max push back there. Sturmpanzer moving out. Second Panzer IV ready. Gefechtsbereit. Fürs Feldherrnhalle. which was actually for a Panzer Grenadier division quite well equipped. Meanwhile, Maxim here halted by the orbital dart inside the building. Not really a fair fight at all. There you go, setting up for the armoured assault here. Panzer Force getting ready, looks moving forward to the centre. Base in this case, I'm using the spade, so drawing the IS-6s where I want them. I want them so they interact with the looks to move in after it. So in this case, that's part of the plan here. Puts almost wiped up. There you go, look moving in, and there you go. He's taking the bait. S-6s going in for the looks. Panzer Force need to move. Oi, oi, Wilhelm, los, los. Come on. I know when I'm. God damn it, Dane! Too slow there. He's bombarding. Move the bloody panzers! You're missing out a golden opportunity there. The ground, I don't have much influence to work with the assault. Of course, go strike in with the looks as well. Missing out here. So much. Field gun sitting up there. But there you go, finally got the panzers moving. Otherwise, still, he took the bait and he actually went for it pretty hard there, which only leaves him more vulnerable here to a flank on the eastern side. Should move up in for support though, I cared enough as looks, but sadly I am not. Bit of mistake there. Could make things easier, but also make more targets. Field gun moving up there. Almost got 186 there. One down. Veteran one for them. The Panzer Force got constant moving up there. Heavy damage on Nation 6, almost 52. Damage engine. Blitzing there with the first one. Panzer 4 down, but still got both Nation 6s. Did some damage to other units. Almost 52 there. 18 kills. We need to get away, and now I'm moving up here. And here's where I make a mistake. I thought I'd clear out the mine there. I made a mistake there. Straight into the mine. Heavy damage. Damaged engine. Not enough troops now to support. Not moving the other units in to rush in there again. Couldn't quite get my timing there properly right. Bit of a mistake there to put it mildly. Veggie 2 on the Panzer 4. Counters rushing in there. Field gun nearby, but still managed to steal the mortar. Still got the 2 assault guns, but not the best development. Plus lost the Sturmpanzer here on the retreat there. Moving up, close to the Sturmpanzer trying to support, but basically pelting it with anti-tank grenades. The Panzer 4 is knocked out. That didn't quite fully work out there as well as it could have. So while elements were correct, it wasn't quite the fully sort of properly executed assault it could have been. I should have moved in the looks from the north again as the Panzer 4 struck in there. Should have moved infantry in there, but I got too focused on the Panzer 4s, losing a bit of overall oversight of the larger operation there. Also meaning it wasn't quite a huge loss there as it could have been for DarkFürst. I mean, he lost a multi, lost 2 S-6s, but he got 2 Panzer 4s, and that's overall a pretty decent trade-off to a certain extent. They still suffered damage. His centre is now wide open. He's probably more worried about his eastern flank. I still got my orbital dart, and I still got my looks. Of course, now I'm worried about the Jagdpanzer, not the Jagdpanzer. I'm never going to be worrying about that, but I'm worried about the IS-2. Also making back way there. Veterans 5, hardened veterans. Mines going down there again, preparing there for the assault of the IS-2. Could also consider crewing like Kedden over there. Victory point's been grabbed back. And now DarkFürst is really close to the IS-2. And of course, in terms of responses, I could try and go for the Panther. The question is, of course, do I actually have time for that? And in fact, I might have to get to the Jagdpanzer 4, no matter how much I dislike it, simply because it's the only sort of half-decent option I have. Even if it's not the best one, it's all there is, essentially, to deal with an IS-2 when I've already suffered the loss of 2 Panzer 4s. Had at least that one there, I could have considered waiting for a Panther or going in another Panzer 4. But when I have none of the Panzer 4s left, things suddenly look a lot more grim. Push into the centre, shock troopers. Maxim, but we got the looks here blocking the way, and there we go, wipe the other Kednerfer. In fact, stealing it right under my nose, the cheeky bastard. On the other hand, I got his mortar. Maxim flanking in there, getting caught. Almost got my Kednerfer, there you go, wiped. Very close to the IS-2, further fighting in the west. Orbison being rushed here by conscripts, a full-on assault here by DarkFürst, intent on pushing back the Hitlerite scum. And these two, we got the Maxim as well, we got the looks moving in. We engaged there by the Maxim. It looks they're closing in on Veteran to flee. He's very close to the IS-2. I need to make a choice. I'm perhaps probably still dithering a bit back between either getting the Jagdpanzer or the Panther. The Panther would overall be the superior choice in many senses, but it would also be the much riskier and the one that takes more time. Field gun there being absolutely annihilated in the centre. Field gun getting off a good hit on looks. There we go, almost got it. Still got anything, so that means my response to the IS-2 will be delayed. which is all not good. I mean, I'm currently trying to grab the field gun now here and turn against him. There you go, IS-2 moving in. And with that, I'm pretty much forced to go for the Panzer IV now. Because going for the Panther is basically just going to mean his IS-2 has a lot of free room to do whatever it does. With the Panzer IV, I can somewhat swiftly react to what's going on there. I mean, it's going to still be slow, it's still going to be delayed, but it's not going to be as vastly delayed as it could have been. And I just decided to go for the Panzer as soon as I could have, right there after losing 2 Panzer IVs. I probably would have been a lot more prepared, but it's generally only the sort of thing you go for when you absolutely have to, and you've got no other option than the Panzer IV. Okay, enough getting off hit on the rear of the IS-2. Maximum flanking in there. Looks at setting out for Das Vaterland. He's low on the victory points, though there, Mr. DarkFürst. I've still got most of my infantry, so I'm not too bad off, but the IS-2 is very much a big threat there, and he's still got plenty of support weapons. Mine would off there, leaving the Maxim crew in a not very happy state. He's still got those veteran free shock troopers. Maxim spots like Kidnapper crew, might even cleared out. IS-2 gets away there before it gets hit. Forces moving up, takes a hit from the IS-2, but thankfully the wall absorbs most of it. And like Kidnapper gets cleared out again. There you go, Panzer IV mobilized for Deutschland. Got a troop there being snuck towards the west to grab the victory point, trying to drain him out, keep him a bit, well, scattered mentally. IS-2, the structure support moving in there, looks has to be careful. Sturmpanzer moving in around as well. Mortar firing in there, 5 kills for Deutschland. Oberstein pushed back in the west, at the Maxim was simply too well prepared. Panzer moving in, taking a bit of an awkward path. At the same time, though, what I'm trying to do here is ensure it has as much range they do not want to get shot at by the IS-2 easily, or any sort of anti-tank when they're supporting. It looks almost knocked up there, close to efficiency free. But there you go, awkward turn, and it gets knocked out there. But Panzer fires and bounces. Rather good start there, isn't it? Shock troopers doing what they can, Fultz moving in. Fultz almost wiped out. Panzer got to go here in the side of the IS-2. Obersoldaten almost wiped out. Sliver of health. But by Jove, they get away, don't they? Sturm Pioneers halfway to fix into the field gun setting up there. Panzer trying to move in. There we go, re-exposed again. Seems like DarkFürst has a hard time controlling his IS-2 there. Force moving up the Panzer damage. Engine almost got the IS-2 there. Sturm Pioneers moving in. Panzer damage. Panzer moving up with an anti-tank grenade. Looks like it didn't went off there. Something happened. I don't know. Oh, almost got it. Almost got it. Sliver of health. Fultz firing. And there we go. Got the IS-2. Field gun bombarding the Fultz. Oberstein staying back nearby. There we go. DarkFürst got a bit too overconfident there with this IS-2, and I was able to punish him thanks to actually going for the Panzer IV and not waiting for the Panther. Had I gone for the Panther, I would have been in a lot more trouble. Almost got the field gun there. Oberstein cutting it down there with heavy machine gun bursts. Victory points are being lost here to the Soviet Union as DarkFürst just desperately pushes ahead. There we go. Field gun crew dead. Annihilated. And I've still got his mortar. And now I add in the Flammhetzer. Having knocked out the IS-2, I'm reasonably confident he's not going to be rushing out any other armour right away. I've got a Panzer IV to cover it in case he does, in which case I'm going to go for the Flammhetzer because he's probably going to use the buildings as much as possible to keep me out, in which case the Flammhetzer is going to be one of those alternatives that works half decently. Right here they're trying to push forward a bit aggressively, a bit desperately there, getting caught. It's all got, I think, a Panzer down this conscripts, not good news for me. Maxim, Kednev firing away all the troops, and there go, Flammhetzer charging forwards. But really only saw action, I think, on the western front during Operation Nordwind. It was designed to sort of help deal with the bunkers of the Maginot Line, which had been recaptured by the Americans and the French. All the way with the Flammhetzer out. He can't as easily use the buildings. Maxim falling back there. Reinforcing and so on there. A few additional first aid kits being put down there by the Sturm Pioneers might be an idea. Kednev, in fact, stolen both of my Kednevers. Swine. Moving towards the centre. Flammhetzer there with a machine gun arrow on top, though technically it was actually meant to be remote controlled. It could be, of course, shot manually, but generally, as you might have noticed, the gun shield wasn't quite that functionally sort of developed for that. Incendiary barrages there going down. Troops moving about, they're actually rather bunched up. Panzer milling up for Deutschland. Doing this slowly, I'm not going to rush into it, thinking I can quickly do this. That's usually the point where you usually make a lot of mistakes. And there you go, he's putting both into the building, making an easy tie there for the flamheads. So Kedner being caught there, Sturmpanzer moving ahead, constant rushing forward, trying to get it right there. Schwerpanzer quarters open up, suppressing them. Kedner, they're getting some good hits there, almost wiping the Kedner, and there we go, wipe. Constant being pushed back. In the centre, we got further fighting, we got more flame folks, got incendiary grenades going off there, Maxims, shock troops pushing forwards. All of a sudden being suppressed there, flamheads need to move in to deal with it, but they're going up on the Maxim instead, burning that a bit. Conscripts rushing forwards. Shock troops pushed away, anti-tank made. They're damaging the engine of the Jagdpanzer. 6 kills for Führer und Vaterland. Max and they continue to fire away, and we got troops here noting, no, he's got a decent Maxim around here somewhere, so instead what I'm doing is actually taking a farther route there to flank in, hit the Maxim from the flank, possibly pushing it back. Of course, it could also be unlucky. Fear gun recruit right under the nose of the Obersoldaten. Should have salvaged it or knocked it out there. Mistake on me, but there we go. Catching the Maxim in the back position, sending it running. At the same time, DarkFürst is now actually putting everything he's got towards another IS-2. He's not considering S-6s or anything else. He's just thinking another IS-2 will save me. Come on, lads. Sounding on the Kedner for there. No time to recruit. Might as well get some fuel and some munitions. While the flamheads are sort of slowly rolling back there for some repairs. Troops setting out. Max and my Kedner effort. Conscripts moving about there. Getting prepared for another assault in the centre. Eastern side, there might also be some harassment.
Push your attack. They are down to 50 points.
Maxim setting out there, quick incendiary grenade forces flying from the north as well. There, Maxim being caught in a lot of fire. Mortar raining down as well. Kutsia wipe there, Kutsia wipe down to one man. One man! And he dies. Almost, no. Ah, he gets away, the lucky bastard. Need more further fighting against Sturmpanzer versus conscripts. Molotov did not quite go the way there he had hoped for. Got the flamheads behind support, burning away at the Russians and shooting away. Getting off some kills there. 9 all of a sudden there. Taking the rest running, got another push here. We got Oberson, 2 squads moving in, both low on health though. Forgot to lay down medic kits there in the base that can heal up. Now giving the shock to a good chance. Flamheads might have to see. There we go. A lot of units bunched together right in front of the flamheads. Getting a lot of kills there actually. A lot of kills. 14 kills all of a sudden. 15 kills. Almost got like Kedner for there actually. That kill count on the flamheads is very quickly going up. They're trying to hunt down these shock troops there. He's grabbing the western point there. Finally got some medical supplies up. Took me bloody long enough. Not really good, to say the least. 28 points left here for DarkFürst. He's pushing on desperately. I'm also trying to be careful here. Never mind, of course, he might try and go for another IS-2 since he's nothing else there since he got the first one, which tends to be a good indicator that the boss is going for another one. Quick blend cover there, trying to make things a bit easier. Shock 2% running, and there you go. Second IS-2 called in here for the Guards Mechanized Corps. We got conscripts being pushed out by the Volksgrenadiers from the Flammenwerfer. Jagdpanzer just waiting for something to do since it's pretty much useless versus infantry anyways. And there we go, IS-2 on the move, moving towards the east there. Towards where it knows. There's no anti-tank though, of course. It's of course forgotten about the Jagdpanzer. Double Maxes moving in there, desperate to capture at least the point there. Sturmpanzer about to get a nasty surprise. There you go, IS-2 charges through the walls of the church cemetery. Sending the shock troops running, Jagdpanzer shoots and misses. Of course, they're trying to grab the point, but right before they grab the point, they get pinned down. In response, another flamheadser. Cheap and easily there to quickly deal with some support weapons. Of course, if they remain too long, the flames will burn through them. Also, on the Sturmpanzer trying to hold the centre there against DarkFürst's desperate assault. Of course, they push back. Flamheads are slowly running ahead, or sipping forwards if you like. Flamheads are waiting. IS-2 moving towards the centre. Jagdpanzer moving up. All of a sudden, they're holding from the corner cafe, doing what they can, Maxim and so on, taking damage. Got the field gun, a mortar bombarding, 10 kills. Veteran 2, Flamheads are burning away there at the Maxim. Crew getting some kills there. Horrific burns on the remaining survivors. Almost wiping, in fact, the entire Maxim crew. IS-2 moving in. The Jagdpanzer shoots, constantly taking damage. Flamheads are flanking in behind. Going straight there for a kid and there for if you can. There we go, wiping it with machine guns. IS-2 taking a bit of damage there from the Jagdpanzer, which is gaining veteran to 1. Westwards, we've got the Flamheads and Arming joining in the centre, and there you go. DarkFürst surrenders with only 9 points left, his forces broken, and Deutschland victorious. This is Flamheads. Ach ja. 18 kills. Huzzah there. Bit of a brutal battle, perhaps extended there by a few mistakes they made again. Had it perhaps properly conducted that centre assault there with the 2 Panzer IV with proper support, that might have ended right there. He was close a few times there, but I think DarkFürst with the first IS-2 might have gotten a bit too confident. But again, I probably could have seen off a bit better had I gone for Jagdpanzer faster. But still, in the end, it did work somewhat out for him. He's just pushed him further in, allowing the IS-2, the Jagdpanzer there, to get us some good hits there, causing him some grief there, and ultimately losing the IS-2 there. Second one was just too late and not quite keeping up the tempo. But overall, some aggressive play there from me, to a certain extent, actually dictating the tempo, forcing DarkFürst to react to it, delaying an IS-2, because had he waited for it, he would have lost the game right then and there. That's what it does for you. Just keep pushing with armor as soon as you can. You keep up the tempo. You force your opponent to react to your moves, and that way you also disrupt their strategy. And again, it was rather closer to getting fully working there, but again, the loss of the 2 Panzer IVs in particular, again, had I just sent the Panzer IV anywhere else rather than just that route there, probably would have survived, and I've just gotten away with it. But go figure. That's a bit of a sore sight there anyways for me, but Sturmpanzers for flamethrowers, Volksguns, mortars, Obersoldaten, overall decent mix of infantry and equipment stolen from the enemy. The Raketenwerfer was also proved vital. DarkFürst for some reason kept underestimating, losing several T-70s. That was less good there, and he should also, I think, consider mining more than just the western side of the map. Had he done that, I think DarkFürst would also benefit a bit more. And overall, had he done a bit better with the T-70s, probably also done overall a bit better there. And again, he should also be more mindful of the eastern flank. I mean, it already pushed in there from several points there, so me going for a full armoured assault there was perhaps, somewhat expected. Though quite well it worked as well there without the looks there acting as fake, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you ideas on matches. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send a new player and provide some feedback in the comment section. This is ImperialDane. Cheers, thank you for watching, and hope to see you all another time. Bye.